What is going on, boys and girls? Welcome along to the big #1 semi-final of the Rugby World Cup. England is up against New Zealand. That team over there. This is 4 becoming 2 over the next 2 nights. This is huge. This is a big match for these two sides. Now, thank you everyone for coming by and stopping by saying hi. Joining in the chat, the discussion. If you're new around here, don't know what it is, this is not a live stream of the actual match. This will be updates, it'll be chat, it'll be discussion, bit of commentary but thrown in there as well as the match goes on, and all sorts of goodies during the night. So welcome along everyone, I hope you're all having a good night and ready for some big semi-final rugby. We've got a couple of comments in the chat already. Patrick is joining us. England and New Zealand will be close. New Zealand by 7 and his pick. Let me know what all your guys' picks are out there in chatland as well, so we can get a bit of a gauge on what you guys think is going to happen. What I'm interested in is all the Irish guys that we normally have during the Island games. What you guys think about this game? Whether you guys are going for your English neighbours, I guess, or Northern Hemisphere neighbours, or you're going for the team that knocked you guys out in the All Blacks. So any Irish fans out there, I'm pretty keen to see what you guys think. So do let me know in the comments. And while we're getting ready for kick-off, of course, the comments section will be over that side there. So you can have a bit of discussion there if everyone else is what's going on. The teams are making their way out now. England, yeah, you're right. They look serious. There's a comments there by Patrick. And they are. They do look very serious. We are ready for probably the match of the World Cup so far. We thought South Africa versus the All Blacks to open up was the big one. We have exceeded that now. We are ready to go. It is 9 p.m. here in New Zealand. Apparently, what I was reading earlier, and if anyone in England can confirm this for me, it is 9 a.m. over there in the north. So this is perfect viewing time for both of these nations, as you can say. Briggy's in here. He thinks it'll be close. Who you going for, Briggy? Come on, pick a side. No fence sitting around here. Patrick's backing New Zealand to get it done. My new phone. Interesting name there. Says Go Mighty All Blacks. So we got some All Black supporters in there. We've got no one actually picking England so far yet. So that is interesting. I mean, this is big, isn't it? This is anyone's game. Really is anyone's game. What I found really interesting, the build-up, looking through the sides for tonight's fixture. Obviously, the return of the George Ford and Owen Farrell 10-12 combination is going to be pretty big. The Wallabies should feel it's pretty special that they, I guess, forced something different out of the English for that match, getting Ford skipped to the bench. Patrick saying the Barrett brothers will have a big day. Brayton saying a Southern Hemisphere final once again. Yes, of course it is, isn't it? So it's the North versus the South in both semi-finals. Of course, Wales and England from the North, New Zealand, South Africa from the South. If you're not too up with the geography of things, pick Southern Hemisphere final. Brayton saying New Zealand by 12. And America saying New Zealand, but I think England will give them a run for their money. Oh, yes. I couldn't agree with you more there, Marika. Yeah, 100%. This is going to be close. I mean, we said the same about Ireland. So, in my predictions on my website, where I give a full write-up about this matchup, in the build-up, what I think is going to happen, how I think it's going to happen, we'll touch on slightly, I guess, before we kick off. I think it's going to be big. It's going to be close, but I do pick New Zealand to come away with it by 11 is my margin. So, very close to what you were saying there, Brayton, for the final score by 12. But, of course, a couple of changes. What are you guys thinking about the selection of Scott Barrett at blindside for the All Blacks, as opposed to going with the Savia Kane and Kieran Reid back row for New Zealand? That's interesting. A bit more power in that back row, which I guess all that line out garbage that the media talked about this week is all rubbish. Let's be fair. Tom Curry and Sam Underhill are big. They're heavy carriers and they're big ruck cleaners, and the All Blacks need to match that if they want to secure their own ball. Scott Barrett's the guy to do that. Sam Cane is more of what they call the jackal play. You know, he's going to steal the ball, he's going to upset and slow your ball down, but he's not really going to get in there and do the big nasty clean out. So that's where Scott Barrett comes in. I think Sam Cane will have a pretty big influence later on in the matchup. Aside from that, England fairly, I guess, predictable. I guess really their back three is going to be a big night. It's going to be a lot of kicking as well during the game. The national anthems are singing out throughout Yokohama. God Save the Queen, as mentioned in the chat by Patrick there, is ringing on through. New phone. Great weekend for rugby, he says. Live across the road from Waikato Stadium. Just had Tonga play Great Britain. Yes, there's a few league tests going on at the moment as well, but who cares about league? It's all about the Rugby World Cup, isn't it? Next up is the national anthem of New Zealand. This gauge here of the crowd. I mean, these Japanese fans, they'll sing everything. You've seen them practicing the Springboks or the South African anthem. You've seen them song sheets in the crowd. They're a fantastic crowd, a fantastic nation to hold this World Cup at. And like we've seen earlier on our social media, a few people saying that they'll be happy if every World Cup was staged at Japan because how brilliant they have been at hosting this competition. So we're not far away from kickoff, of course. Big talking points on the selections. We've kind of gone through quite a bit already. It's a real big matchup, isn't it? These sides are evenly matched throughout. So I can't wait for this game to get underway. Hoping for an All Black win. Not really too sure what to expect. It's going to be close. It's going to be tight. It's going to be fantastic. But we're repping it. We're repping the All Blacks World Cup jersey. We've got to put the pick on the line. New Zealand by 11 is mine. We've got New Zealand by 12 going. We've got New Zealand by 7. Quite a few picks going on throughout. So it's going to be definitely around that 10-point margin going by everyone in the chat. Owen Farrell and George Fordge both starting. Yep, you did right, Patrick. Change from last week against the Wallabies, of course, where they went instead for Henry Slade in the 13 jumper move. Tuolangi in one. Tuolangi's a big name. He's a big, big key for this match because he loves, generally, playing against the All Blacks. So I'm keen to see how he's going to go in this matchup as well. Whether he's going to lift again or whether maybe the All Blacks can nullify his effects. Same goes the other way as well. What are we going to see? For man of this All Blacks season, Anton Linnett-Brown. Either way, we will be seeing both of these teams next weekend in either the grand final or the third versus fourth bronze match, as they call it. Almost one of the worst matches to play. And I think if we see the All Blacks playing that game, there will be a whole new team for that. We will see the new breed for the next phase of All Blacks fans. So that's all going to be good. Here we go. The Haka. So the Haka is lined up and England have formed up in a V sort of shape. So the referee's already pushing them back because they've gone over halfway. It's already high tension and high drama. We've not even kicked off yet. Nigel Owens is out there. The ARs are out there pushing them back saying you've got to be behind halfway. Angus Gardner is just not even looking. He's absolutely not interested at all. What are they going to do? Are they going to come forward, England? That's what I'm going to be really interested in. The cameramen are sitting there just over halfway, so they can't go too far. The V is matched with a V. The All Blacks V with the English V. You're 100% right, Patrick. They are shaping up. What does it mean? No one knows. Farrell has a cheeky smile on his face. Oh, this is looking intense already. We're not even going yet. Buckle yourselves in, folks. This is going to be an absolute humdinger. England still look to be stationary. As there's no singing, there's no sweet low, sweet chariots just yet. Which is kind of disappointing, to be fair. England, maybe I lie. There is a slight humming of swing low. England's still holding their shape. The Haka is pretty intense. Artie Savia is fired up. Aaron Smith as usual. And of course TJ Perenara, what can you say about him? He is just full of energy. Passion. And underway, we're ready to go. England stayed in the V, which I'm kind of surprised about. I expected they might actually move in to a flat line and put pressure on the referees to actually hold that shape there. But Not so much. They've stayed it. Hey, Gracie, welcome along. Come on, England, he says. What's your pick? Come on, get in there. Body on the line. What's it going to be? This is intense. This is awesome. This is Rugby World Cup semi-finals. I can't wait for today and tomorrow, because this is going to be fantastic. Let's get ourselves sorted to go. We are ready to go. We've gone through the teams. We've looked at the matchups. We know what to expect. We've seen some intensity in the Haka and the anthems, and England trying to just mix it up against that Haka. Welcome along, Matt. Good game. We are sure as hell hoping so. It's really hot here too. I've actually got a little fan going. The weather here is just crazy. I feel like I'm in Japan because it's gone from pouring with rain all week to raining and being horribly sunny now a few days later. So goodness me, we're back to hot. Tomorrow it's probably going to be pouring with rain and I'll be freezing. Anyway, Grassy thinks that England will win if they can stay close for the first 20 minutes. Will Kieran Reid follow Richie McCaw, says Patrick. Whoa, we will soon find out. Amelia, welcome along. Good to see you here. Brayton says, England doing what the French did in the 2011 Grand Final. Good observation. Very good observation. We are about ready to go. Thank you everyone for joining and saying hi and sticking along and joining in the chat. We are about ready for kickoff. Let's change things up. Let's go full on scoreboard. England, All Blacks, countdown is ready to go. England will be kicking off. George Ford with the ball at halfway. Of course, Nigel Owens is going to be the referee. Strap yourselves in. Countdown is on. Let's get going. We're still waiting. There goes the whistle. And let's get the clock out of here because we are underway. And quickly is the go. There we go. Now I've got the right screen in there. All Blacks take the kickoff down. Aaron Smith, box kick straight away. We're going to see that a lot. As we said in the preview on the website, behindthepost.com. Go check it out if you haven't seen it already. But kicking, and more kicking is what we are going to see throughout this match. Elliot Daly, Johnny May. They are going to be under fire. Zach's here. Here you go, Zach. Zach's a few seconds ahead of us. Whatever, Zach. You can be a few seconds ahead. It's all right. Here's England and Manu Tuolangi. What we expected. Throwing no one into that breakdown, as mentioned there from Gussie in the chat. Letting England have the ball. How long will they go with that? How long will they keep playing as they go wide and straight through goes Daly. Offloads beautifully to Watson. Who's there? The 22. Just cut down by Barrett. And he still goes now into the 22. England firing wide. Big chance to open up here. Daly. Wide ball, and there's a big boy out there. It's Jamie George who cuts back in. They're in the 22. Big chance for England straight away. Laws, short ball to Sinclair, offloads Ford. Ford breaking through. Back it goes to Vunipola. 5 metres out. This is a ferocious start by England. All Blacks haven't even touched the ball yet. Laws goes within a metre. Pick and go. Sinclair scores. There's the first try. No, it's not Sinclair. It's Tuolangi. What we talked about right at the start, Manu Tuolangi loves playing the All Blacks. Zach's feeling nervous. Try to England. And wow, what a start. Who expected that? Straight off the bat, like you mentioned in the chat. Who said that further back? Grassy, AB's not competing the breakdown. They look for defence. And England just went straight through. Sinclair, brilliant work to hold on to that ball. Popped it out to Ford. He went halfway through a gap. Couple of pick and goes. Tuolangi straight underneath the tackle of Joe Moody. Let's get ourselves underway. 5. No. 7. Goodness me, we got to hurry up here. Spell his name right, because I always get it wrong. There it is. Tuolangi. There's the try. And the conversion was taken, I expect, from Farrell. Yes. Farrell, 1 from 1. Conversions are good. Hello. We are in a test match, folks. 7-0. 3 minutes in. warning for New Zealand, says Matt. Manu is in. Everyone's getting excited and everyone's getting worried. Salvia's got this ball. This is a turnover, surely. Not quite. Here's the box kick. Youngs pops it up high. Racing forward. No one wants it. Salvia's picked it up. It's open play. And it's popped forward. Now New Zealand first use of the football. Trying to force his way. It's been stripped off Nipo Lalala. It's been picked up beautifully. Here's Atolje. Dummies Atolje. They're looking fantastic early on here, England. Zach's getting stressed in the chat as England fire it wide. Now the kick comes in. Looking for territory deep down. Nicely there for Bridge. Takes it on the full. Turns, pivots away, and deposits it straight to touch. Making a few metres there. Forward ripping it out. Says Grassy. There we go. There's 2 tackles. La really not in any shape there to take that on. That was a good tackle. 2-man tackle. The ball ripped out. You saw Ford was going exactly for that. And just outside the 22, we're 4 minutes in. Just over. And England with another big chance to put points on the board. This is rugby. This is top 4 in the world stuff. This is what this is for the Rugby World Cup. Short side play. Underhill tries to get around Retallick, who takes him down. Sinclair. Big man, a scrum half. Here we go again, says Glassy. Youngs pops it short. Moody dumped over the ball. Ford going to Tuolangi. How many carries is that? I think that's like 4 already for Tuolangi. Youngs again, going this time to Vunipula. The All Blacks again, like you say in the chat, guys, not competing the breakdown. Flat ball. Almost going forward in the pass there. Youngs fires it out. Marco Vunipula again. They go just over 10 metres out, if even 10 metres. They come to the right-hand side. Big pass wide. And for Daly, who puts in a little grubber. And Goodhue does very well there. Jack Goodhue strong on the carry. Jack Goodhue really gets the All Blacks out of trouble. They fire it back to Barrett, who puts a flat slapper away and escapes a bit of trouble there, like Patrick says. New Zealand escaped trouble. Anthony Watson is in a bit of his own. Zach, it's early days, Zach. Calm down, man. It's only 5 minutes in. England are off to a fiery start, but give them a bit of credit here. There's only one way you beat the All Blacks, and that's not playing catch-up rugby. You've got to match them straight away. First up, what you've got to do is get in there and score points. That's what England are doing so far nicely. So another line out for England. 6 minutes has gone by like about 6 seconds. Goodness me. Line out. Almost stolen. Big charging there from Scott Barrett. Puts a bit of the heavyweight players. Now they rumble it through. Out wide is Farrell. And one lost this here. Not quite. Goodhue did very well there to almost get a turnover. England very strong in the breakdown. Pick and go. Quick as you like. From Vunipula. Now it's a Sinclair. Oh, something special there from the big man. The flat pass out wide. Anthony Watson looks to shimmy through, but he's taken down. Good tackle from George Bridge. And Richie Mo'unga tries his best to be a flanker. Doesn't work too well. Flat pass from Farrell to Tom Curry. Good carry. Very strong. Back to the 22 come England. Nothing here for the All Blacks at all. It's been all possession. Johnny May on the left side for the English. In the 22 now. Making yards. Getting over the advantage line. Playing that strong man rugby. Look to the left. Change their mind to the right. As running in. Johnny May has another go. The ball squirts free. And Joe Moody's picked it up. Now the All Blacks. Oh, they're going to counter-attack here. They are. Goodhue holding it up. Goodhue busts away one. Offloads superbly. Has that gone forward? Not sure, but Bridge has it. On halfway, the All Blacks quickly scrape out 40 metres. No problems. Deep. Mo'unga. Wide. Barrett in the line. Short pass. Anton Brown hits the ball at pace. Oh, the All Blacks just about getting a bit of strife there. Reese. Jinking, driving. Sevi Reese with a good run there. England not throwing any players into the breakdown either. Interesting tactic intercept. Read like a book. Here come England out wide. Johnny May running away from Barrett. Both Barretts, Scott and Bowden. He has to come back inside. It's knocked on from Farrell. And the dream quickly gets on a high tackle from Atolje. We could be in trouble here. Surely we'll be having a look at that. The All Blacks counter-attack. Hold on to your hats, folks. This one is never going to end. Hardy Savia tries to go alone, and over it is Underhill. Advantage still on the side of the All Blacks. Aaron Smith running, jinking, and offloading to Bowden Barrett, who squirts it back to Goodhue, puts in a little grubber. It's all a bit messy. And we have a stop. Woo! What a start! What a start! Now, Johnny May. Scott Barrett has just chased down Johnny May. Barrett, yeah, that was too easy for Tuolangi. He never should have thrown that pass. But England, that's what they like. Getting up there, disrupting the play, getting involved. And we are just at an absolute helter-skelter pace. Did we think England would have liked this pace? They're loving it at the moment. All Black set piece works well. And Goodhue. Strong carry there by the 13. Deep second line. Taylor through the back lines. Bowden Barrett away to George Bridge. Trying to get away. Good tackle there from Watson. 100 miles an hour. Glassy, you're right. Absolutely killing at the moment are these two sides. Great rugby. Retallick drives in. They continue on the short side. Barrett runs a dummy line, but Bowden puts a little grubber through. It's easily reared there from Daly. And he hacks us straight down the throat of Bowden Barrett, who's caught that brilliantly. How he saw that coming. He's gone to the sky as Barrett, and that's going to sit just inside the 22, and Ford will take the mark. And Ford says, let's slow it down, boys. It's 10 minutes in, and I'm exhausted, he says. What a pace this game is being played at. I'm glad I've got 3 bottles of water because I'm going to need them today. And thank goodness we got South Africa tomorrow because they'll want to play it slow. Ford takes his mark and he slaps it to about the 10-metre line. All Blacks line out. Great stuff it is. What a game. What a match already we've had. Headspace. Advantage already for England. 7-0 on the scoreboard. Here is Bridge running in it for us to receive it. Quick ball coming back for Reid. More quick ball. England, just like the All Blacks, throwing no one in there. Very, very similar breakdowns. Picking and choosing. The back row. There's a change of direction here from Mo'unga. Puts a little grubber through. Chance and Daly takes it into touch. That is a very good kick from Richie Mo'unga. Cool, composed and calm is the Crusaders fly half. That's a nice little deft kick there. No choice there for Daly. He was running straight into Sevu Reece. Calm down, Zach. This is great rugby. Yes, it's great to be an All Black supporter. It's where we live, Zach. But great rugby is what we want to see. What we don't want to see is this game be an absolute blowout. We don't want to see a referee decide something. We want to see some brilliant rugby. And I tell you what, we have been treated to some brilliant rugby already. 11 minutes in. Have we got a stoppage? Oh, wow. 11 minutes, we finally get to stop the clock. England getting in a bit of strife here from Owens. Not being straight in the line out. They're encroaching over the mark. Cody Taylor. Right, time back on, boys. Surely. Yes, it is. Oh, the ball squirts out and Savia gets a bit thumped as the ball's bobbed out the top, and I think the All Blacks got lucky to get away with that as the Tolje's wrestling there. Whitelock has a bit of a run through close by, and Aaron Smith's boxing it just outside the 22. Very interesting tactic. No one's there at all. That is a poor kick. Poor kick. Johnny May takes it, and he calls the mark and taps it wide, and Farrell looks for touch, gets a good kick away, and he finds touch just over the 10-metre line. AB's nervous. I don't know if they're nervous. I think they're just getting outplayed by a very, what's the word to describe how England are playing? High-paced, which probably will be the most surprising thing. I mean, the All Blacks are making errors here. England are actually playing really well. So it's not like England are just capitalising. Confident. Yeah, Grassy, you're right. Confident rugby. They're confident, they're executing their plan, and it's coming off for them. Taylor's got at the back, but Atolje's come through and ripped it off him. And the ball's back there for England. Youngs In and out he goes, sinking, jiving. Vunipola, great offload. Round the back corner it goes. Youngs has got it back. And there's a big overlap. The All Blacks defence is in disarray as England storm their way out into the All Blacks half. Great speed. England one step ahead at the moment of the All Blacks. Wide ball from Ford. Underhill. Very strong carry from Underhill. Dangerous. Charging is Billy Vunipola. Straight into Aaron Smith. Marco fires it way out to the left. Again, numbers is here for England if they want to use it. Daly tries to get past Reese, but in conjunction with Goodhue, pulls him down. Back to the 22. So easily are England. Marco Vunipola plays one-on-one with Joe Moody. They come back to the short side. Is there a kick coming in? No. Farrell dummies for it. Dummies the pass. This is a turnover to Aaron Smith. It is. Big play there from the little man. And the All Blacks get the ball straight back. Saving it very, very nicely at the moment. Aaron Smith. Box kicks to the stands. That is number one tactic. Take a breath, everyone. 13 minutes in, 14 pretty much. There was a big turnover here from Matolje. Cody Taylor trying to put the ball back to Aaron Smith, but that is a massive turnover there from Aaron Smith. Everyone's getting involved here. Grassy going for his English side. Farrell Yates, Sonny Bill Williams. They need to tackle. Lean the ball through. Hold on to the ball. Comments. Everyone's got the advice. Tuolangi. And again, Marco Vunipola. So many phases. He's had the ball. Here's Farrell. Chopping, shaping. Good pass back in field. Back to the 22 goal England. And Farrell has knocked the ball on. Like the cat says there. You're not Sonny Bill Williams. And another mistake. There's no one back here for England. The big kick here from, I think, Aaron Smith has found acres of space. White jersey's coming back. There's only one in black. Johnny May's got the ball. Is that taken back? I think it is. A wall. Stops him short. Now they're back. 35 out from their own line. James, I can't show you the game itself. It's a pay-to-watch thing. If I show the game, stream will get shut down straight away. It's copyright. Copyright laws, YouTube is absolutely killing copyright, so there's no chance at all that I can show it. What we can do is give you some live updates. Here's Richie Moanga, stripping his way through about 4 defenders. Link, it's pay to watch. Mohammed, you've got to pay. Whatever country you're from will have someone to pay it, like a Sky, or for us in New Zealand, it's Spark. Zimbabwe, who knows, James? I'm not sure who your paid TV is, but the All Blacks are on a good attacking run here. As Bonabara tries to offload to Aaron Smith, but we go back for the penalty. Grassy says it's free on UK TV. Well, there you go. Find a UK TV stream. There you go. You can watch it on there. There you go. Find a VPN. Watch ITV. There you go. Grassy's got you covered. Well, good time to take a breath here. This has been a fantastic opening. What are we up to? Now on 20 minutes, 16 minutes, 17 minutes. It's free on TV1, but it's delayed by an hour, Zach. So, or is it live? I'm not actually sure. All I know is it costs money to do what I'm watching, so I can't watch that. So the All Blacks have a penalty on halfway. And looks like Mowanga's going to kick this one for a touch. And he smashes it just inside the English 22. We are near on 17 minutes in. I'm not watching on TV, I'm streaming it, James. Spark Sport has the rights to view it, show it in New Zealand. So if I show it, it's pretty much copywriting their material, so can't do that. England turn over the lineouts. They slap it back at the back, and Young's hacks us clear. So another All Blacks line out, just outside the 22 this time. Set piece. So important. Courtney Laws climbing high, getting it just in front of Sam Whitelock. As Owens is a bit confused as to what's going on. Oh, it's live on TV1. Well, there you go, Zach. There is a bit of confusion by Owens as what's going on. The lag of streaming is a fact of the occasion, Zach, sadly to say. Gracie says, Atolje man of the match so far. He's had a great game. To be fair, the English pack have had a great game. Marco Vunipola been involved in so much. Atolje, Laws, the mauls collapsed. Aaron Smith's trying to get it out, but Atolje's got it over the top, and this will be an English scrum feed. I can see why he's saying Atolje's man of the match there, Gracie. Cody Taylor should have given it earlier. Zach is stressing out. Calm down, Zach. Have some alcohol or something, man. Chill out. England are playing good. Can they play good for 80 minutes at this pace, at this sort of style is the question. Neither of these sides, bar that South Africa game, have been truly tested. Now the English fans are starting to get into it. We're seeing a few scenes of them in the crowd. Still no Swing Low Sweet Chariot, which is a bit disappointing. I love myself some good singing in the crowd. That's the best part about playing a team like Ireland or England, is that intensity. Eddie Jones is going through the water probably faster than I am at the moment. 18 minutes in, I should really stop my time because we've got a stoppage, a water break. Grassy read that Kiwis have more seats than English fans. Maybe that's why we're not hearing the Swing Low Sweet Chariot, sadly. We are hearing the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, which, I mean, just ain't the same, is it? It's just not the same. So a bit of a stoppage, which is a bit of a rare occasion. We're just over 18 in. Now, get time back on. 7-0 the score, still to England. One try. And that, of course, was Manu Tuolagi. Converted by Farrell. Scrum to back down. Ben Young's 2 feet. And Vunipola just come straight off the back of it. He said, nah, I know where that one's going. Zach says, I hope not, Corn, because they need to bust out that 60% energy the All Blacks hold till the second half. 7-0's not the end of the world. I mean, even last week, when the All Blacks led 22-0 over Ireland, I was not 100% confident because you just can't discount any of these sides. 15 points is not enough for a rampaging side. Is 20 points enough? I don't think so. 7 points, nowhere near enough. Scrum collapses. Again. Another reset. We're only 19, almost 20 minutes in. Marco Vunipola is giving a bit of a chat with Nipo Lalala. Joe Moody's got more lawn clippings on his face than your lawnmower catcher. Great that the weather's played ball for this one as well. A lot of shots yesterday about the rain-logged pitch. We have now a beautiful day, a beautiful weather for the occasion of semi-final World Cup rugby. We've wasted a few minutes here. We really have. As we near the 20-minute mark, Youngs has not... No one feeds us anywhere near the middle. It's gone quickly back, and Watson's in a world of trouble here. He's spun away from Aaron Smith. He's not getting away from Barrett and Savia. England not kicking this ball away, which is surprising when they're just outside their 22 midway 10-metre line. I don't think so, Zach. I don't agree that the All Blacks are playing rubbish. I think the All Blacks are playing okay, but I really think England is playing extraordinarily well. The All Blacks are not knocking ball on as Ben Young's box kicked away and easily taken at the back from Bridge, and Bowden Barrett is picked up and deposited down. Now they look out wide. Moanga, a little crossfield kick. Oh, looking for Cody. Oh, not Cody Taylor. Anton Leonard-Brown who takes it, but gets deposited by Johnny May into touch. I don't think the All Blacks are playing poorly here, Zach, at all. England are playing at another level. The All Blacks are just treading water at the moment. Very well-timed tackle on bridge there from the high kick. The cross-field kick, we knew that was going to come into effect. Anton and a Brown over there couldn't do anything. As soon as he caught that ball, Johnny May, rib tickler, took him over the sideline. Still, we sit 7-0, 21, almost into the 22nd minute. Jamie George is getting a bit frustrated with his line-out jumpers. It's a shortened one. It's just four men, one jumper. And away it goes to Ford, who drills it. Over the head, good kick. Reese has to jump for it. Oh, it's bounced up very well. Reese goes back to Barrett. Barrett hacks this away. Nicely to the 10-metre line. Grassy's getting in there, getting down that end, he says. Good kick, though, but England are playing much like what we've seen in Perth, which is really, seems to be the blueprint on how to beat the All Blacks, is to just not let them have the ball. Starve them of possession, starve them of opportunities, and that is all you need. Not long in here. Halfway through the first half, 7-0. Eto'o wins it at the front. Brayton has a very good comment there on the chat. We'll read in just a second as Moanga tries to strip it from Manu Tuolangi. Eto'o gets a ball he didn't really want, and he has a couple of friends to bring him down. Youngs out to Billy Vunipola. A short pass to Sinclair. Just about gets through. All Blacks defence is struggling to keep up as a little grubber kick comes through from Farrell and dribbles his way into touch, 10 metres out from the All Blacks line. There were no stopping the All Blacks once they get points on the board, says James. Brayton, good comment coming in from you there. Do England have the stamina to keep this up? Not many teams can play the full 80 minutes against New Zealand. The key thing, Brayton, is how many points England can put on the board while they've got this advantage. That is key. Yes, geez, what has Johnny May done there? He's just about made a hash of that. If they can put points on the board, if they can put 20 points on the board before the All Blacks take over, which, will they take over? When will they take over is the question. That is going to be the thing. If they come to the end of the game and they look back at this opening 25 minutes and they only manage 7 points, dominating the game, that is going to be where they're going to be like, we should have scored more points if they don't keep this up for 80 minutes. It'll be drama if New Zealand lose this game, says Zandre. It will be. It will be. Yeah. Drama, imagine that. The New Zealand media will have something to write about for weeks. As the offload game coming strong from England as Anthony Watson puts on the burners, gets away half from Anton and a Brown, but just drags him down. Now they're on the attack again. Vunipola, Artie Savi is over that, but he's just pushed off the ball. Youngs, oh, that's a good pass. Laws, plenty of time to offload there, but he couldn't find it. Youngs directing his traffic. Marco Vunipola on the 22. Now they go, far side, forward. For Billy, again, trying to offload. No one is there, no friends for Billy. Big chance, Sinclair. Oh, goodness me, I don't know if this one's going to count. Goodness me. Over goes Underwood. But there was 2 or 3 All Blacks defenders taken out from a dummy runner. And I think Underhill knows exactly that. We're going upstairs, as you guys said. Bad D from the ABs. Zach's losing his marbles. Calm down, Zach. It's not that bad. Grassy says TMO. Boo. I mean, Grassy, can you honestly say, looking at that at real time, that was a try? Yeah. I mean, it was a really good pass. But the fact that dummy runner took out 2 defenders that close to the play, I do think we will be going back for no try. I mean, well played, Sinclair. Well played, Sinclair. The way he ducked into no one looked kind of comical. And it was the run here. Took out two players. Moody and what looked like, can't quite tell. Who was the TMO? Marius Zonka. I should stop the clock, shouldn't I? Is Underhill over? Ripping New Zealand, says Benjamin. I mean, you have to agree with what Brian O'Driscoll says. If you've seen it at the start of the match, that it's good for World Rugby. If we have, say, an England or Wales final, I don't know, even someone else to win. South Africa, of course, no one from New Zealand wants that to happen, but if you look at the World Rugby overview, I am miles ahead on the clock. 24, we're pretty much 25 in. So what's the call here? Farrell really has something to say here. So it looks like there's going to be no try. You can't ask a question, Owen. You can't ask a question. Nigel's had to say. Well, here we go. Breathe a sigh of relief, All Blacks fans. That is no try, and the score remains at 7 points to 0. So, yeah, Curry who hit that line, and he went straight into Whitelock and Moody. Sinclair. I love Kyle Sinclair. I'm a rugby fan overall, more than any team fan. That's why I love to watch the other semi-final, the pool games. I love to watch it all. I've watched every single minute of the Rugby World Cup so far. And Kyle Sinclair is just a fantastic person, a fantastic player to watch. The All Blacks have won their line out after kicking upfield from the penalty. And here's a chance now for them. Bowden Barrett gives to Sevu Reece early. And Tuolangi swipes him out. Sevu Reece there. Mo'unga's gone backwards. They fire it out to the near side. Goodhue gets his lines cut off by Curry. Atolje doing a great job of disrupting the breakdown. He's having a great job of that. Here's a high ball from Barrett. Chased by Reece. And well taken, Johnny May. Excellent work there by the English winger. Reece tries, the little winger trying to play that is a great pass. Jamie George, half through a gap. Ford gets the offload. Farrell, he's shaping to kick, and he does. Eventually, look to pin the All Blacks back again. Easily taken, Mo'unga. Mo'unga running, slicing halfway through. Good pass to Barrett there. What an ever better one to Retallick. And the All Blacks break the line. They need some friends. They need support. And it breaks down. Goodhue's back there. Gets it to Barrett. Bowden Barrett down the sideline. Great offload to Goodhue, who eventually goes into touch. Just like the commentary says, I was about to say it myself. Just like that, one half chance. The All Blacks can go from defending all that time, and then bang, they can score a try. One of the few teams in the world that can just flick the switch like that. And from nothing on, great pass to Goodhue. Fantastic work, but he was held up beautifully. Curry, Farrell, and Elliot Daly all involved there. Mr. McFlurry, welcome along. I'm watching the game at home too, man. Good line outtake there from Atolje. Zach says, please tell me how the ABs recover from this. They are all over the place. Back and forth. Back and forth. It is. England are playing well. If England can play this for 80 minutes, they can certainly win this game. Don't sugarcoat this. England are a good enough team to win this game. And I think all four sides is another line-out turnover. That one was very quickly taken there by Taylor. And another box kick from Youngs. The All Blacks just leaking metres at the moment as down to Bridge it goes. And Sinclair charges at him with the shoulder and lucky to get away with it nicely. Barrett wide to Reece. Tries to find a way through. Mo'unga back. Barrett juggles. Gets away from it. Atolje's looking to smash him. Reed to Taylor. Taylor to Bridge. And he's just down the tride lines. He's never going to get away there. Sinclair doing hard work. James is watching from Zimbabwe. At home, like everyone else, James. Grassy says England need to stop kicking it straight down the middle. It's all about territory. Grassy, it is all about territory. The All Blacks are not getting any return here from their width play. England defending well. Yes, they're going to touch Zach, but I think what's more concerning is that they're not winning their own lineouts. Now, set piece is very, very important, as we've lost the clock again, but we'll fix it up. Set piece is massive. So they'll be more worried about losing their own line-out, which they can't afford to lose their own line-out. If they lose a line-out, that pretty much gives England free reign to kick out of their own territory and then attack back. That's what they need to look after. So we're nearing the half an hour mark. Zach's not trying to sugarcoat it. England wants the ABs to play better. Oh, for sure. They're not playing their best. But England are just playing a better game at the moment. And it's easy line out, although it's very disjointed in the back. Picked up by Bridge. Oh, just knocked on. Blowing chance from Retallick. And Marco Vunipola has picked it up. Advantages with England. Looked like a bit of a knock on there, maybe from Youngs, but away they go. Aaron Smith. What's going on there? Aaron Smith and Jamie George having a little bit of a niggle on the ground. This is a great game. Not many points, but fantastic level of rugby. England really playing their best. Was that a knock on there from Ben Youngs first? It was definitely from Retallick anyway. Oh, well, there's one before he even picked it up, let alone afterwards. Scott Barrett it was. How are we looking for time? We're almost at halftime. Man, we are half an hour in. Whoa. How good is it having a bit of an earlier kickoff as well? Action areas. Who are we? Have a look at that. 4% in the English 22. But, like I said earlier, England have dominated half an hour of this game. But they only have 7 points on the board. Zach's have enough. Stuff England, he says. He hopes they stuff up somehow. At this stage, they're looking good. They've picked up the scrum penalty, England. And, well, it's collapsed straight away. How do you ref that? I mean, how do you ref it? I feel sorry for Owens. Marco's getting the pat on the back, or on the head. Tell me what happened, I don't know. Elliot Daly's going to kick for touch. And it is going to fail to make it. Oh, he's got the flag up. Oh, foot on the touchline. The magic of Bridge, not working this time. That was a margin of millimetres. He had a foot on the line. Yeah, well reffed there. Who was that on the side on their side? Roman Poit, I think it was. .31 gone. A line out for England. It was a penalty. Oh, just about stolen by Retallick at the front. But Atolje, once again, is the man. And they maul. It's like rugby league. The All Black players are on the side. It's a bit messy here as it twists. It's stagnant. Youngs has to use it. Oh, Farrell just about lost it. He's run straight into Anton Brown. Short pass, good pass too. And that is a big run there from Curry into traffic. Oh, that was a bit disjointed there. Eventually Sinclair comes away with it. Lalala made the tackle. Drop goal! Drop goal! Is it good? No. It is a stray. No fight to the ruck, says Grassy. You're not probably wrong there. Who do I think is going to win, Thomas? Man, I don't know. This is... England are controlling this game. But can England dominate 80 minutes? The fact that they've only got 7 points from this opening 33 minutes of domination concerns me for England. You got to think the last 30 minutes, the All Blacks will have an advantage. The question will be how far or how much will they be chasing, if chasing at all. That's the question. Let's give some credit to the drop goal there from Farrell. None from one. Just so we know what's happened. The clock has been stopped. We're actually pretty well up for time, to be honest. I think we're 4 seconds or so out. Stoppage. There we go. Right, 32, almost 33 minutes in. We are having very little competition in the breakdown. We are having fast speed, fitness. That is what this game is going to be all about. 7-0 only the score. It is still a lottery. Speaking of lottery, should have checked Lotto tonight. I could be a millionaire. That would be good, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Unlikely. 7-0. Ben Young's to feed. It's a solid scrum. It's very solid from England. Out it goes. Tuolangi. Who else? Into the first contact. Quick ball. Oh, that's a big tackle there. Bit of a snipe there for Youngs. Looking to go himself. Grassy, love it. Would I rather win Lotto or ABs in this game? Give me Lotto, man. Give me Lotto. Give me whatever, how many million it is. I could do this for a living because Lotto would pay me for my life. That's what I'd love. I love rugby. If I can do something here as Sinclair's knocked the ball on, so it'll be an All Black scrum. Oh, Zach, you're choosing the ABs over Lotto. Man, mention that. My dream, well, we've got a stoppage here because the game has hardly moved on. My dream would be to, there's a sitter of a knock on there from Sinclair. My dream would be to do this in some capacity. Whether it be for a company to do updates or something at matches, commentate matches, obviously would be the dream. But to have this as like a job to work at would be a dream. Lotto means I could do it, and it didn't matter if I had 100 people watch or 100 million people watch, I could still live. That would be the ultimate dream. Yeah, at the moment, I still have to work all day, every day, and then find time to do a hobby like this. So, there we go. That would be the dream. We're a bit out on time, so we'll just crank that back up. Brayton, I should say. Convenient that England have massive pace against the All Blacks. And you've got Indiana colours next to the black flag. Indiana, go the Pacers. Season's kicked off. Going to see them in a few months' time. Can't wait. Can't wait. Yeah, we all work, Glassy. That's right. We'll take Lotto. And we can all just chill here and talk about rugby. That's the dream, man. That's the dream. We're still sitting 7-0. We're 5 minutes to half time. Now we start thinking, how do these two sides come out in the second half? That is going to be interesting. Then, who has the better bench? That is going to be interesting. Impact. I mean, you look at the bench. There's a lot of impact there. But in the backs, the likes of a SuperBru and a Perenara change the game when they come on. The All Blacks have come to the left-hand side. Bridge, great offload there from the All Blacks as they cut the wide out open. And it's Barrett who puts a little grubber kick behind. Good chase from Watson. Barrett takes him down. Now the All Blacks put on a little ruck pressure. And England have to work their way 60 metres out. Grassy says England's starting to look tired. And Savia, long shot from far away. Hard to tell there what happened. The ball squirted out the back. Youngs is in a bit of strife. Oh, Youngs has been monstered by Retallick. And now the All Blacks, yeah, you're right. England looking like they want to cheat, Zach. Come on, man. Come on. No cheating, no cards. We're going to have a nice, clean game, and the best team's going to win. Please, please. You're right, though, Grassy. I 100% agree with you. England are slowing up. They are changing. I think they're hoping for half-time as Young's box kicks. Barrett's got all day to wait for that. He gets away from Watson, but he's taken well from Underhill. Now the All Blacks looking for a bit of pace. Scott Barrett runs straight into Atolje. Aaron Smith runs into Vunipola. Oh, here's some room and some chances for Reid down the last sideline. Has he gone into touch? No, says Poit. Penalty England. Holding on in the breakdown. Big turnover. Underhill, no Curry. Tom Curry. Big play, big play as the All Blacks are starting to lift now as England drop. The Golf Pro. Do you think the Abbies aren't showing enough power and numbers in the rucks and mauls? I think both sides aren't showing many numbers. England is showing a bit more in select rucks, but the All Blacks aren't showing any sort of intent because they don't have a ruck disruptor. They don't have a Sam Cane. They don't have a Curry and Underhill, if you will. They don't have that sort of guy, I don't know, Michael Hooper, Sam Cane, that sort of player who is going to just get us that niggle and upset the ball, slow the ball. They've got power carriers, which, is that working, is probably another question. The Abbies are not committing at all, and England is committing a little. Select. Gracie says, what do I think about Barrett for Kane? I can understand it, but I do think Sam Cane is going to come on fairly early in the second half, and I think he's going to have a fairly big impact as well. Why have we got so many stoppages here? Ford is kicking for touch off the penalty, by the way, and he's not even got it to the 22. I think the All Blacks are really going to try and soak up this pressure because they believe in what they've got in their second half. I think England will be disappointed by this because they're only up by 7, and they have dominated the first half. Kieran Reid gets a turnover at the line out. Now the game is changing. Here come the All Blacks. Leonard Brown trying to scrag his way through. Quick ball. England throwing no one into that. Mo'unga. Barrett putting on the wheels. Chase comes in. And they take him down just in time. Reese on his shoulder. It's there for Smith. Gets his second line. Past Leolala. Here's Retallick. Charging through a couple of defenders. Savia's there. More quick ball for the All Blacks. They go wide. Taylor just about getting away from Ford. Funny-Puller's over the ball. Oh, that's an average pass there, but a very good run from Marty Savia. Mo'unga sitting that one up in the breadbasket. Mo'unga's in a bit of trouble there. The English defence racing up quickly. Is this ball going to get completely turned over? Where's the ball? Penalty, England. Take 3, England. Take 3. You've got to take 3 here. That was a really average play by the All Blacks. Mo'unga wanted to fire that wide. He needed to go back to that support. He needed to go back to his players there. And quickly up over the ball, England, and they've turned that over. In the side, actually, not releasing. So you see that, racing up there. Mo'unga didn't have the ideas. He needs to smarten that up. And then, is that good, Hugh? No, it was Scott Barrett. Just went over the top, in the side. England lead half-time. Well, yeah, fair enough. They've dominated the game, but the second half is not going to be the same game. 5-3, Japan, South Africa. This game is far from over. Take 3, England. They've got to take 3. They are taking 3. Right. First penalty. Is it Farrell taking it? No, it's Ford, surprisingly. First shot at goal for George Ford. Surprising he's taking the kicking with Owen Farrell on the side, but this one is almost 50. He's only scored 20 points over stats from 4 tries. A bit early. UTL. Bit early. 40 minutes still to go. Here's Ford. Good kick. Just sneaks it inside. Just at the distance. It is good. It is over. And the England lead is extended. Gone goes. Half-time it is. Are we going to restart? I think we are. England will take this in and kick it off. Your guys' comments in the chat say that's exactly what's happened. Half-time, good stuff. 10 points to 0. An important 3 points. The All Blacks will go to compete, but England slap it back, and Watson's got it, and Watson exits messily into touch. And that is half-time. That will indeed do us. Let's scrap that. Let's get the time up. Half-time, England lead. But we know this game is far from over. There is a lot of water to still go under this bridge. Half-time it is. 10 points to 0. England lead the All Blacks. What a first half. What a first half. Zach, you need to have some calming influences, man. Oh, you do. You need to go do that, Zach. You need to chill, bro. It's not that bad. It's halftime. It's only 10-0. And like I've been saying throughout the game, I think England are going to be disappointed. What backs are on the bench for the ABs? Sonny Bill Williams, Geordie Barrett, and TJ Perenara are the three backs on the bench for the All Blacks. Classy. Golf Pro says, wonder what the halftime talk when the AB's coach change room will be like. Yeah. I mean, I don't think they'll be that disappointed. 10 points is not enough to win a game. Unless England can... I mean, I can't see them finding that intensity. They struggled for that last 5-8 minutes. They can't do that for another 40. They can't do that for another 40. The All Blacks have been absorbing, defensive, taking on all that pressure. But they've only conceded 10. Oh, look at that. The chat's working. Kelly Lord, thanks for subscribing. Yay. Yay, it's worked. Oh, that's brilliant to see. Thanks very much for slapping that. You're right, Zach. 2 tries, and just like we've seen in that first half, 2 tries can go bang, bang. I mean, 1 try can go bang, bang, because it just takes that one half chance, half breaks. Yeah, you're right, UTL. It should be 20-0 at full time. England should be up by a lot more. They will be disappointed. They have dominated this first half. Be honest about it. They have dominated the first half, and they should be leading by more. They will be annoyed. They'll be disappointed that they're not. Patrick says England to lose. This is still anyone's game. England got an advantage, but 1 try, and this game changes completely. 1 try to England, honestly, and this game changes completely. They need 1 scoring play, and they certainly, I think, they will be in the box seat. Currently, right now, it is a 50-50. It is sitting pretty steady. Right. Let's check out some stats, shall we, at halftime. This is where we want to see some big interest from the statistics themselves. 10-0's the score. The try, of course, to Manu Tuolangi. And the conversion from Farrell, the penalty from Ford. And the missed drop goal from Farrell as well. Zach says Steve Hansen is going to have some big words to the ABs. Do you think it's rude how Sonny Bill Williams doesn't sing the national anthem? I mean, Sonny Bill's got some stuff going on. It's religion. I'm presuming that's why he doesn't. Honestly, to me, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not too fussed. I think professional sport has gone quite past beyond the fact of being completely nationalistic. It's a pretty open sort of game now. So, good old Sonny Bill. Good old Sonny Bill. Isaac, your comment has just been instantly killed by YouTube for saying that. But he said England, you beep, 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 beep. So, we won't say that. Maybe PG that comment there, Isaac, and it'll go through the chat just fine. They'll be praying in their heads. I mean, do your own thing, Sonny Bill, and Angus Starvell, I think it is his buddy that share that religion there. Do your own thing. Yeah, sorry, Isaac, but YouTube gobbled that comment up pretty quick. So let's have a look at some stats. Stats. Bango. Right, what do we got here? Left side, let's see. Meters run, actually, Jack Goodhue leads that. Isaac said we need the impact players. Second half, I think, is going to be... we need the guy that's actually on the panel at halftime, Damien McKenzie. What an impact he would be off the bench, eh? What a change that could have been. Let's have a look at some stats here. Tuolangi's obviously scored the only try. Meters gain, I'm surprised, is Jack Goodhue. Vunipola 2 offloads. And carries across the grain line. Marco Vunipola has been, I think, extraordinary in that first half. Territory for the whole game, that's, telling stat. Possession as well. 69 for England, 62% of possession. Are you surprised? I'm certainly not surprised at all, because that really does sum up how this game's gone. The disappointing thing, like I've said for England, is this here. 10 points to 0. Not enough. Not enough for England. They will not be content. The job is done. The ABs always come back, says Isaac. They do. And that's why, England will be annoyed that they haven't pulled in enough points here at all. What else they got here? Attack. Meters carried. Surprisingly, the All Blacks have carried more meters than England. Less runs, Carries over the game line, half. So that's a big killer at the moment. Defenders beaten, the All Blacks lead. This is very, very contrasting. Very contrasting. Meters carried and defenders beaten. That is ominous signs for the English. They haven't been completely in control despite dominating that first half. Just like that, a couple of missed tackles, the All Blacks can score a try. That is all it takes. Set piece will be a concern. That especially for the All Blacks losing 2 lineouts. That will be a worry for them. The rucks have been really weird. I'm curious what you guys think about the breakdowns in the rucks. Whether you think that the tactic they've done is right in just allowing the rucks to go through. I've seen the drop goal Golf Pro by the prop in the Heartland final. I did see that. It was a cracker. And, I mean, it goes to show to change the game. A back doesn't have to be the guy doing the kicks, does it? Doesn't have to be the guy in the back. So it was a great droppy. So fair play to them. North Otago, wasn't it? And they won the game in the end as well. So fair play to them. Love seeing a prop put in a kick or a drop goal. What else we got down here? Tackle success. Concern for England. 79. Oh, I don't know. Second half, I think this game's going to change. I really think this game's going to change. The All Blacks have missed 13 tackles. England 16, but they've made a lot less tackles, have the English. This is going to be a struggle for them to keep this pace up. How good is their bench going to go? That is the one question for me. That's the big, big one question. And if anyone gets a card, who knows? I think the All Blacks' impact off the bench on the forwards will get them advantage. I do think that these guys here on the left, Coles, Toingafasi, Talvel, Tupulotu and Kane are going to add a bit more impact than what we see from Kalindiki, Mala, Cole, Cruz and Wilson. And then in the backs, massively. Joseph is a guy that could prove something, but Sonny Bill could do that the other way if he can free things out wide. He needs to keep himself in that 50-50 gameplay of either passing or either taking the line on. Keep the defence guessing. Those people at halftime talking about the first half are only talking about England. Well, I mean, the game has only been about England, Zach. It really has. It really has only been about England. They've dominated the game. But look at these stats. These stats show something completely different in my opinion. This is a concern for England. This is a... Oh, sorry. I've decided the whole thing. This is a concern for England. And this is a concern for England. For me, that is a problem. And offloads is a bit of a concern. Probably going to see more of them in the second half. The game's going to change in the second 40 minutes. You can guarantee your bottom dollar on that. Can England hang on? I don't know. I really don't know. This game is in the air. Absolutely in the air. What do you guys think? What are your predictions for the second half? We had a lot of All Black support at the first half before the game started. Do we still have that All Black support heading into the second half? I'm interested to know what you guys think about the game so far as well. Obviously, England have dominated this game. The ref hasn't had too much impact. I don't think he's been terrible. It's obviously, if you guys think he's been terrible, let me know in the comments. I think Owens has been pretty decent. He hasn't had too much controversy to deal with. We haven't had any terrible high tackles, anything like that. So it's a 50-50 so far. Can the All Blacks come back in that second 40 minutes, though? We will see in time. Second half is not too far away from getting underway. Tuolangi, eh? 2 minutes in. That has been quite a first half from the English so far. But it definitely did. They did. Yeah, your Golf Pros summed it up there. Do you notice how England slowed the game down under pressure? They did. Like I said, that last 6-8 minutes of the game, England were going nowhere. They were on the back foot. They were done. And they were lucky to hang on to the lead. Because the All Blacks were increasingly getting better. And I think they're going to come out of the blocks in the second half with that fire back. Can England withhold it? That's the question. I don't know if England can keep that tempo up for the second 40 minutes or not. So that is going to be the big, big question. The kicking game, retaining possession, not making errors, and doing stuff to keep in control of the game. Let's have a look at some player stats, shall we? I'm not sure what P is. Points. That's completely irrelevant. Let's have a look at some good stats, shall we? Offloads, no. Carry meters, I think. Good Hugh. That is really interesting. Look at this. Goodhue, Barrett and Retallick have been the top 3 metre runners for a team that is nil and been under pressure all half long. That is a real surprise. Couple of handing errors there, Barrett and Retallick. They weren't minding too much. Farrell's made a couple as well. In attack, clean breaks. Who's making the clean breaks? Retallick, Goodhue. So it's a really open game. It is a really, really open game. Kicks from hand, a lot of kicks from hand. And then you see the big game players. Youngs, Barrett, Smith, Ford, Mo'unga and Farrell. Both sides have got 3 kickers. The scrum half, and of course Ford and Farrell, scrum half for the All Blacks, and of course Mo'unga and Barrett. Aaron Smith being Youngs are the guys. So no surprise there. Passes, who's making the plays? Who's passing more? Mo'unga is passing over Barrett, which is what we want to see. We need to see Mo'unga get more time to pass as well. He's been shut down. That is going to be critical in the second half. He needs to free those outside players. Lineouts, we know England are dominating that. And you see Laws and Atolje all over the lineouts. They are very, very good at this set piece time. Defence, what have we got here? Tackles, who's making all the big work in the tackling department? Artie Salvia, Antonina Brown, Cody Taylor, Kieran Reid, Laws and Ford for England. Turnovers 1. I expect to see, Sam Underhill up there with just 1. Atolje's got 2. He's having a storming game, isn't he? Maro Atolje, he is on top of things. Sevu Reece has also picked up 1. That's surprising. Tackle success. Who's having a shocker? Ben Youngs. Wow. He's only made 1 tackle. He's missed 2. That is quite surprising as well. Bowden Barrett's having a bit of a mare at the back as well. May, 1 and 1. Interesting stats here. A lot of missed tackles. A really lot of missed tackles. Line out steals, obviously, we'll see. Reed's got 1. Laws and Atolje with the other 2. Right. We almost go for the second half. Patrick says if New Zealand get a try early, it's back to 3. It is. And then it's anyone's game. But, flip side there, Patrick. If England score after half-time and it's 17-0, what's your thoughts then? Because that will definitely be a big game changer in the second 40 minutes. We've had a very, very intriguing first half of this first semi-final between the All Blacks and England. If you want to have your say, bang up here. You can. There we go. On the chat. Your say on the screen. Let us know what your thoughts are. Grassy says England were very strong in the second half versus the Aussies. They'll be fine. Is 10 points enough? Grassy, that's the question I have. Is 10 points enough? What was the halftime score at in the Wallabies game? I'm going to have a look at that. It wasn't convincing, was it, at all? I don't know if I'll be able to tell what the halftime score was. It was 40-16 full time. Is it going to tell us the halftime score? No, it's really not, is it? That's a shame. Who remembers what the halftime score was? England versus Australia. I'm trying to find it. There we go. That's right. Australia scored straight after the halftime break. Right. So it was 17-9 at halftime. Yes, it was. 17-9. So, I mean, that was still a close game. Can they finish it off, though? That's the question. Zach. Thanks for the super chat, my friend. Does he need a third cone? I mean, the way this game's gone and the way your comments have gone, Zach, I think you need a third. I really think you do. But we'll see how the All Blacks start. You might want to save that third if it's a bad start in the second half. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for the super chat, Zach. You're a champion. I love your support, buddy. We are ready to go. Second half. Let's get the right screen on there. So, the talk is Sam Cane is on. I see his mug on there. And I said that at the end of the half, didn't I? Sam Cane will be on very, very early. So, I'm not surprised. We are going to see a bit more competition into the breakdown. Let's get the clock underway. Start things for the second half. And let's chop that across. Underway we go. And taken nicely from Curry. England box kicking through Youngs and straight down the throat. At the back for the All Blacks. Bowden Barrett's got it at the back and they swing it away to Reese. And a good little play away. Finally Cody Taylor, who's jinking and driving like he's a fancy winger. The ball is lost. Bit of competition there. Barrett goes deep. Moanga, look how deep the All Blacks are here. They are very, very deep. And it's getting them the ball out wide. And they are making room as well. Offload by Bridge. The ball squirts out from Anton Brown and Bridge regathers. They are making room here. The All Blacks extraordinarily deep. Short ball to Adi Savia. Oh, he's got to be careful here. There was a hand round the throat there of Curry. And penalty All Blacks. Zach says, I'll just do my fourth if it's still bad. Oh no, it's England. What's going on here? Penalty reversed. What for? Taking the man out without the ball? Okay. I thought it was AB's ball, yeah. The arm went up to the All Black side and then he changed it to the English side. Taking the man out, yes, so it was a penalty to the All Blacks, and then no, he took the player out without the ball. That was what the penalty was for. So we are having a shot at goal from Elliot Daly. 3 points. Goodness me, I don't know. Is this the right call? I think it will be Daly who is writing it up. He doesn't have an E in his name. So this is his first attempt. Round neck. It was a high tackle as well. Yep, there was a multitude of things. Mistake early from the All Blacks, but they look changed. The depth on their carries certainly a change from the first half where they were a lot flatter. Here's Daly. Slaps it high, and it's away. Ba-bum. A big 0 goes next to Elliot Daly's name. And the score remains at 10 points to 0. He gave it a full-on thump. Had the legs? It did. Did have the legs. England getting lucky. Says Glassy. Back underway. 22 from Barrett. Down to Ford, who's looking to the heavens. Goes high. Great chase here. Very good chase. Up it goes. Knocked back there a couple of times from England. And Sinkler's picked it up. Lucky to keep hold of that there, England. Oh, that's a terrible kick. Aaron Smith grabbed it in. And the ball squirted out. It's another knock on. Running into his own player there. Whitelock's trying to rip it. He's held up. Oh, running in with a shoulder there. Farrell. We are getting a bit brutal here, boys. We are getting brutal. England look wide. Vunipola. They don't have the same oomph. They don't have the same oomph here, England. Oh, good run from Ford. Ball's dropped. It's picked up from Billy Vunipola. Squirts it wide out. Found by May. Going backwards a bit here, England. Severix tries to compete for the ball. Sickler to Vunipola. They get back in the 22. Youngs goes near side. Intercepted from Severix and intercepted from Ben Youngs, who grubbers a nothing ball through. Barrett in a bit of trouble here. Aaron Smith's the only one back to help out. Penalty England. Here's 3 points. This is easy. Zach's done. Zach's done. 3 not enough, Zach. Not taking the Grassy. What? Really? Not taking the 3? Well, Severix probably need to hang on to that, and Barrett needed to kick that very quickly away. It's Jose right in front. I mean, poor old Aaron Smith was never in a position to defend that. So the call is, yes, line out. Grassy says, good choice, England. Here's some changes. Henry Slade coming on, I think, is it? All Blacks will leave the chat. Slade on for May. What is this going to do? That's going to get a reshuffle of the English backline. So who's going to go out to the wing? Henry Slade, possibly? Big maul here. Patrick says 17. Is this going to go for a try? The maul is out. Youngs, oh, dummy from Youngs. He's over. Big try, Ben Youngs. And everyone is all distraught. Youngs is fired up. That is a huge try. Great dummy, great show. And what a go. Ben Youngs scores a scorcher. And the decision to not take the 3 has pulled off straight away. Let's pause the clock. Up to 15. Let's update the scoreboard. Confident not to take the 3. Well played indeed. Are we looking upstairs? I just heard a double blow. Don't tell me we're not looking upstairs. Oh, don't tell me there's a check. Oh, no. This is why we can't have nice things, people. What are we... Oh, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Have we got to try? Get the 5th one out, Zach. What's happened here? What has happened there? What a mess. Whose hand is that? No try, says Glassy. Oh, really? Really? How can you tell what the hell is going on there? What is the decision, Marius? Loses the ball in the maul. Regathered by a player in front. No try. Scrum to Black. Forward pass in the maul, says Glassy. 100% right. What? Forward pass in the maul? Oh. TMO. I'm speechless. Sorry, I'm speechless. I'm lost. Owen Farrell, I think, is speechless as well. Now, this is where we talk about this part of the body. The top 2 inches. What do England have? They are going to be livid. Can they keep their confidence? Eddie Jones is starting to lose his marbles a bit like Zach. So, back to 10. I don't know, guys. I don't know. 10-0. Ben Youngs thought he had done a miracle. Dude, you were nearly nailed to the coffin. Oh, I like you. What is that name? UTRL. What does it mean? What does it mean? 10-0. Let's go on. Let's get the clock cranking again. We're a little bit behind. Whatever. Who cares? Let's go. Scrum. Aaron Smith puts in. Xavier is at number 8. Smith goes to Leonard Brown, who charges at Farrell, who takes him high. And we're going to see an Aaron Smith box kick. We're sure up. Eto'o goes up. Oh, if you ever find out, I'll be the first to know. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for that day. Was that just a case of, I'm going to make a username? Bash, 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 bash. Oh, good stuff. Love it. Oh, man. Things are going insane. This game is insane. We're almost, I don't know what the time is anymore. We've got another stoppage. English fans, they needed that try. They needed that try. That, like you say, UL, I'm going to get UL because whatever. Like he says, that was a bit of a nail in the coffin. It was. 17-0 is pretty hard to come back from, unlike 10-0. England have the ball. Youngs has a bit of a run. Spit out. Oh, it's being dropped. England losing a bit of it. Zach says we've lost good night. Come on, Zach, don't be like that. It's not over till the fat lady sings. Ask Ireland. That could be a big turnover there. Where's the ball? Not sure. I think England's got it, do they? Sevu Reece has been squished. They've really watched the Australian video of Perth, haven't they? They really have, as England have got the ball back. When does frustration start to set in? Short to George, and they've lost a few metres there, have England. Youngs to Ford, and running is a good ball from Curry again. 22 again, oh, floater to Atolje. Well cleaned out there. Oh, what a little pass there to Watson. And advantage to England. Drop goal. Take the 3 regardless. Out wide for Slade. England doing so well at the breakdowns to keep hold of it. The All Blacks having nothing of this at all. One man defending that and they don't throw it in. Flat one to Billy. Youngs, oh, a messy one. Oh, they're falling over. Eventually, should be a penalty go back now. It does. Right. Was that a high tackle or what was that? Oh, Aaron, taking him out without the ball. Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. One bottle down. Oh, the clock has stopped again. We're having a lot more stoppages in the second half. One bottle. See ya. Oh, we've got half an hour or so to play. Next bottle. Step right up. Still 10-0. I can't believe this game. Okay. Reed's getting told off. And Tana Umanga's in the crowd. I mean, he always looks upset, doesn't he, Tana? And he's just been blocked by a whole pile of Englishmen. Glassy says he thinks they kick now. I think I agree. Right out in front, this is a gimme of a 3. Who is it, though? Is it? It's Ford. So Mr. Ford is taking his second shot. He's got one. 1 from 1. Is he going to have 2 from 2? It's a gimme, isn't it? I mean, only Dan Bigger misses this one, doesn't he? Come on, George. It's not that hard. Whatever, I'm putting 2 in before you even kick it. There it is. 13 is up. Wonder what the odds are, says Glassy, for no points from the All Blacks. Yeah. A shutout. I mean, I did see earlier people were putting 25 grand on the All Blacks to win. I don't know about that. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. That's like winning a lotto money. I'll be out of here. I'll be gone. Dane Coles is on. Cody Taylor. 50th test. And we've got Geordie Barrett on for George Bridge as well. Barrett to the wing. Oh, I just don't like Geordie Barrett on the wing. So Coles and Taylor swap. And Bowden kicks off straight down the middle. Taken nicely. Oh, eludes the chasers. What a run here. And England will get to play out of their own half. Or do they? That is a thunderous box kick. Very high. It's gone backwards and straight to the hands of Atolje. The luck is with the English. Don't worry about the Irish. And now it is thundered away from Farrell. Big kick and it will dribble. Oh, what a bounce. Oh, lucky bounce from Bowden at the back. It just pivots. And Bowden hammers this into touch. And over the sideline it goes. Things are running everything perfectly for England at the moment. I didn't restart the clock. We are 10 in. Let me fix that. Sorry to say, Steve, but this looks like this could be the demise of the All Blacks the way this is going. England to the World Cup final. Do you say it? What do you guys reckon? Confidence as English fans? Glassy, you're the English fan here. Oh, too easy for Atolje. The line out has been just phenomenal. So it looks like Taingafasi is on as well. No, it's just Coles. I just saw a high number. Youngs. Oh, Coles has got to be careful. Run from Slade. Geordie Barrett. trying to... don't know what he was trying to do there to turn over that ball. It's Jose. Goes backwards. A good tackle there from Whitelock. Youngs again. Infield ball that goes from Vinny Pullett. Finding Marco from Billy. A box kick over the top. Looking to pin the All Blacks back. Geordie to Bowden. And kicked long. Slade is on for May. So I'm not sure what that rejig has done to that back line. Whether Slade's gone to fullback and Daly to the wing, maybe? Or... I'm not quite sure what the move is. You might know a bit more about the ideas or the tactics of the English. 51 gone. Got less than 30 minutes to go. He is Sweet Chariot. I hear it. It's a pretty poor effort from the English fans, to be fair. We're going to hear it humming in the final if they make it, which they're looking odds on to do. Now I hear it. It's absolutely buzzing now. Great line out. That is brilliant line out from England. It's Jose doing the excellent job. The maul. It pivots off the side. It breaks away. Another couple of metres for the English. Duatalje, he's up in the middle. Youngs wants it. Youngs gets it. Finds Farrell. Oh, they slice it out wide. A little grubber kicker behind. Chase away from Daly. Oh, it's Severeese to the rescue. Back to Moanga. And he just gets away with the chase back from Daly. Very well played. So that confirms Daly is on the wing. Leonard Brown. AB's lacking a strong ball carrier. Where's Liam Squire? They can't get out of their own half. Are they going to start risking the biscuit? Are they going to run it from inside their own 22? Barrett going nowhere there. Curry's over it. Now they kick. They do. Moanga, nothing play. It bounces. It's charged. Slade is at fullback and gets monstered. And Savier's over the ball. Savier's got the ball and a penalty to the All Blacks. Just what they needed. James says not good. Aaron Smith fires out wide. Advantage on their side. Do they chance their arm? They do. Coles has knocked it on. The game is played at a high pace. It's played at a very non-stop tempo. And it is 13-0. I think the first time that the All Blacks have attacked the breakdown there. Savia really taken massively by two players. And hello, here's a chance. James says England Cricket and Rugby World Cup winners. I mean, as long as they don't win this by a boundary countback, that's okay. Cruz is on for Laws. One change to Glassy. Aaron Smith's off for Perenara. It's a bit more power around the breakdown. Sonny Bill Williams is on. Who's he on for? Goodhue. Goodhue off. Hanson heard him. Tartwell's on. Sonny Bill's on. Yep, you're right. Coles is on. Itoje's the man. Throw the ball away from Maro Itoje if you want to keep it, All Blacks. It's got to be Retallick at the front. You can't go to the back. That's a better line out from the All Blacks. Kane gets it to Coles. Coles running. Nice little play from the sewing machine legs of Dane Coles. The All Blacks keep it tight now. Tarvel swung around. Squirts out. Here's Perenara. They look wide. Anton in a Brown. Charging his way through. Perenara again. Moanga goes back to Moody. Moody's being held round the neck. Goodness, we've seen that from both sides quite a bit. Sonny Bill. Short. Oh, big tackle there on Retallick. The English players drive through, but they're not going to get the ball. Barrett. Oh, little grubber through. It's been charged down. And the Tolje comes and makes it. James reckons the All Blacks have lost this. Moanga tries to slice through. They're in the 22. Mackenzie saying, come on, England. Everyone's getting involved. Everyone's having their say. Good stuff. Kane. Oh, what a ball to Sonny Bill Williams. A bit of a pass over the top, out the back. Severeese in touch. We knew that was going to happen. He pinned his ears back, did Sevu. I don't have ears because I got headphones on, but he pinned him back. And he crushed it within 5 metres of the England line. First time we've really seen it under threat. This is a good play. Sonny Bill with a little basketball pass over the top. Reese has supports. Oh. Don't tell me. Oh. And it's not. Oh, it's Slade. Oh, no. The crowd don't like it. The crowd are booing. Are we going upstairs? Stop the clock. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm miles out here, 16. Are we going upstairs? No untackle, penalty only, says Grassy. I mean, you don't want to take the risk. It's a risk play. You don't want to take the risk. Don't take the risk. Don't let the opportunity, the possibility of it happening. We're going upstairs. Oh, dear. Are we going to see something from this? What do you guys reckon? Grassy's coming in saying there's nothing in it. He also says TMO wants a South Africa AB's final. I want to see it. I want to see good rugby. This has been a great game of rugby. I mean, he's lucky he hasn't touched a feather on his head. We got disagreement, I think. Attempted rap. Oh no, says Grassy. Oh, Grassy! Stop, Grassy. What are we seeing here? What are we seeing? What, penalty? Or what? Why am I so far behind? It's an England line out. Hush. Hush, chat. I'm not spilling my water. Line out. Oh, it is a gift. You're right. Savia scores. It is a shocker. That's a mistake by England. And Adi Savia, not much to celebrate there. And there's points on the board. Game on. 5. That was it. I mean, this is a capitulation. Eto'o has dominated the lineouts. England have dominated the lineouts. They've just bombed it. They have just bombed it. Absolutely bombed it. And it's fallen comfortably to Adi Savia, who skips over the top of Ben Youngs to score 5 points on the board. Savia's got a try. Game on, I mean, like you say, Zach says we're back. Zach, talk to me, man. How's the heart? Patrick says, try New Zealand, game on. Glassy saying, oh no. Keep your heads, boys. See what they're really made of now. This kick is important. Mawanga. First shot at goal for, I don't know, James. Spark. There is a stream delay. So, in between what I'm watching and when you're watching, there is a slight delay. Beats me. I don't know. That's the way it goes. It's 7 points to 0. I'm enjoying it nonetheless. So, whatever. So, we are back. 13 to 7. Game on. Rugby at its finest. Let's get the clock up to date. Oh, man, James, there is still plenty of time. Don't worry about this. This could still be a 20-point thrashing to someone if they want it. That's a shocking kick, kind of. UL is rooting for England, not because he's English, but for another reason. I don't know if we want to know. Oh, Andreas, haven't seen you all day, my friend. Just started to watch and look at that. All Blacks win. Might I be the lucky charm here for the All Blacks, Andreas? Well, many in the chat will be hoping. I'm hoping so. Line out. George throws. This time it works. Youngs to Ford, and Sonny Bill gets pummeled by a good run from Tuangi. Good tackle, Sam Cane. Here's where Sam Cane affects the game, because he makes a bit of an impact in the breakdown. The All Blacks defence looks a bit sharper. The Box would rather play England than New Zealand in the final, I see. Yeah, well, yeah. That would be an interesting game, wouldn't it? I mean, are you counting on Wales going down here? Zach's pacing back and forth. England forced to kick. Ford puts it over the top. Looks for the corner. Sits up for Geordie. Geordie runs. Geordie. Oh, Geordie! Has that been knocked on? It has. Big scrum now. Advantage as well. Geordie, hang on to the ball. England fired out wide. Big chance here. Tuolangi into Daly, who's picked in a good tackle from Perenara. Big chance. This will surely put it away. Advantage is over already for the knock on. They come short side. Billy Vunipola. Youngs can see it. Youngs waits a slow ball here. Waiting for the carriers. It's Billy Vunipola. Runs into Kane. Alex is very happy for the English. They pick and go. This is the moment defining of the semi-final right here. 20 to play. Is my clock working? It is. Surprise, surprise. Marco Vunipola directing around Dan Cole. And he picks and goes. It's advantage offside. So a penalty now for England. They could take 3 and put it above a try. It's knocked on from Ford. And they'll go back. Championship material, says Glassy. Great reply from England after the try. Straight penalty advantage. You've got to take 3, England. You've got to take 3. Because you put this out, All Blacks score again. You've still got the lead. Farrell is pumped. 19 to play. The clock winds down. Still a lot of time in this one to go. All Blacks need tries, says James. You are really correct. Zach's stressing out. Elliot Daly has been fairly effective on the wing. Alex is still booing New Zealand. We knew that Curry and Underhill were going to be so important. And they have. They've got engines on them, those boys. Here's a shot at 3. That's what we're expecting. Let's get another penalty attempt in here for Ford. Are we going to see him 3 from 3? Oops. It's a gimme. There really is a gimme for Ford. I expect this one to go over. So I'll call it early. And make it 16-7. There it is. Cracks it. 16-7. The lead is 9. And that is an important kick. Grassy says the All Blacks' mistake is kicking to touch when in their own 22, gifting England forward ball. And they've done it all game so far. James says South Africans will be happy. They hate the All Blacks. Especially after that opening clash, won't they? Here's Ben Youngs. He's coming off for Willie Hines, the former Crusader. And they've also got Joe Moody coming off as well. So that means Tavao Tuangafasi, new front row as well. Dane Cole's there. Alex says, get in. Hines is there. And England is outside their own 22. Vunipola. And they're winding it down already. Hines. Rolling it back. He's outside the 22. He's going to box. Goes high. Goes very high. Oh, really big clash. Who's got this? I'm not really sure. It's been controlled on the ground by an English player. You've got to release that. All Blacks have the ball. Advantage with it as well. Leonard Brown charges straight into Watson. And into touch he goes. ULCs, we love New Zealand. 63 in. Oh, my clock's still going. I'm actually surprised. I'm really actually surprised. Not sure who grabbed that ball, but there's players all over the ground grabbing hold of it. Savia's in a bit of strife. We're stopping the clock. Stop the clock. You're right. Grassy, big blow to the All Blacks. If Savia is injured, he looks in a fair bit of pain as well to the knee. And what changes here? Tuipulotu to come on. And what goes on there? Retallick, Wylock, one of those to the back row? Or Tuipulotu to 6? This will be interesting. Will Savia stay on? It's going to be key. Very, very key. So it is a scrum. Scrum to the All Blacks. Atolje has been phenomenal. He's getting pinpointed by the commentary side now. He's been outstanding. Outstanding. The set piece has been all Maro Atolje. One of the great forces of world rugby. Savia's up. Not sure how. 16 to play. The All Blacks need to score twice. They probably would be quite happy to take a penalty here. Reset. Look to attack again and get a try. You don't want to waste too much time getting that try first and then relying on the penalty. Perenara's patched up. Well, I don't know why. Scrum goes in. Finally, does it go in? It does. Solid. Short side. Oh, it's a nice little play too. Mo'unga gets into the 22. Hines tries to turn over. Perenara goes deep wing. Oh, Tuolangi comes flying through and smashes Brodie Retallick. Sonny Bill Williams has picked it up. Reed charging in. Just outside the 22 now. Mo'unga, dummies, Mo'unga. Half a gap. Barrett. Run straight. Sonny Bill it was. Now they go for Barrett. He's just running. It's one player off the breakdown. One pass to the backs. Owens is in the way. Oh, another big tackle from Atolje. And this is getting a predictable play from the All Blacks. They need to mix it up. It's a kick. And that was predictable as ever. Sevu Reece charging hard at this ball. It sits up nicely, slipping over there. A Slade. Could be trouble now. Sevu Reece over the ball. He's flopped on it though. Sevu Reece is over. He's not the greatest in the breakdown. Willie Hines trying to find Ford or Farrell in goal. The chase is pretty average from the All Blacks. Back to halfway. Barrett goes quickly. Goes to Geordie Barrett. And they give to Sonny Bill Williams. Williams charges. Passes early. Oh, predictable forward pass. That's a forward pass. We've got to go back for this. Leonard Brown still playing. Now he's running to his own player. Play on. I don't know how we're still playing on here. There was a massive forward pass. Now they swing wide. Oh, another woefully poor pass. Reece has to make something of it. He's been taken high. The ball's been knocked forward by someone. I don't know where the ball's going. It's back on England's side. It's advantage now to the All Blacks. Take your pick. Take your pick of penalties. I tell you what, there could have been about 60. Why have I stopped the clock? Damn it. Oh, no. So we have a stoppage. Let's get the clock right. 14 to go. Someone slap an England player in the head. Someone hit an England player in the head. Well, oh, get off the grass. There was nothing. What? In that passage of play, we had about 6 penalties for either side. And they pick up that? That's comical. That is comical. I mean, there was a forward pass, there was a couple of high tackles, there was a couple of neck rolls, and then, and then he just gets a wee push on his forehead, and it gets the penalty reversed. Oh, it's funny. That is really funny. I don't quite believe that. The forward pass, the neck rolls, the high tackles, take your pick, but that's pathetic. New Zealand keep themselves out of the game, says Andres, the so-called lucky charm of the All Blacks. Not doing too much a job there, hey Andres, goodness me. Penalty for England, and it is cracked downfield. 16-7 the score. Here's the first big tackle. Oh! It actually looked better in full speed. That one was a better tackle. James says it's over. I mean, it ain't over yet, James. We've still got 13 minutes to play. Why are we stopped again? We've stopped so many times. Now let's go again. Whitelock's off, which is a risk because of what Savia's problem is. Oh, that is a great take from Atolje. Retallick almost slapped it away. England doing a superb job at the lineouts. It is a mess, this maul, but it's somehow finding some structure. More penalties for England. Well, this should surely be it. Another penalty now will call time. They come wide. Big chance. Funipola. Tackled by Savia, who charges over, but we'll go back. Savia screaming in pain. Didn't catch that. We've got more timeouts. What are we watching? What are we watching? More changes. Marla's coming on. Looks like Callan Dickey's coming on. And is that finally Mark Wilson, the other? It is Mark Wilson. Final warning for the All Blacks could be, I should make a yellow card. I don't have a yellow card, I've only got a yellow hat. Potentially, that would be curtains. That really would be curtains. 16-7 the score, 28. Oh, the clock just keeps stopping. Come on. Let's get on with the game. Oh, I've put the wrong time in anyway. Right, are they taking three? They are. Ford is going to be lining up another shot at goal. His fourth attempt. Is he going to be 4 from 4? New Zealand struggling when the refs not helping them. Less than 12 to play. It'll be pretty much 10. This won't change the situation here. The All Blacks still need to score twice, but they can't do a penalty and a try. Now, it needs to be 2 tries. And like you say in the chat, chances of that happening, the way this game's gone so far, obviously pretty minimal. Ford. He's about 40, just under 40 out, but he's quite far off the side. A good 10 in from touch. He steps up forward. So we need a 69th minute. Strikes it nicely. It curls its way in. It is good. Over she goes. And another 3 for England. 19-7. Ford puts in another 3. Ford composed and calm. And a masterclass here from the English. All the ball, all the possession, all the territory. And the English fans, surprisingly, look still sober. But they probably won't be later. Slap back from Geordie Barrett in England. Steal it away. Tom Curry doing a brilliant job off the kickoff. Marler's on. Now England will just play 100% territory. It's drilled down the middle of the park. Beauden Barrett slaps it back. Wilson is on for Underhill. Beauden Barrett cracks it back down the middle of the park. Mentioned earlier, too easy. Ford is there. He trots back, puts it high. Chase coming in. And waiting for it is Reese. Reese takes it, looks forward and sees a white wall. Steps through one half tackle and sets it up. The All Blacks need tries. They need the ball. They need to run. They need to break tackles. They need to create space. And they need to keep Maro Tolje away from the ball. Away wise. Reese. Reese half breaking. Reese a good pass to Perenara. Dane Coles. He won't get away here. Too much work to do for Coles. Good defence England though. Slade is over the ball. Is Slade going to turn this over? He is! Oh, excellent work from Slade. Henry Slade had no rights to that. Somehow he got his hands on it and the All Blacks had no job getting him off it. It was a good break here from Reese. Perenara tracking across sideways like a good scrum half does. Dane Coles on the wing. He did well here, Coles, but Brodie Retallick, I thought, didn't hit the man he was supposed to. He missed Slade. Zach has disappeared. You're right, James. Oh, this is going to be pandemonium in the All Black or New Zealand media this week. Absolute pandemonium. We're in the final 10. England have stopped the ABs crossing the gain line down the middle of the park, says Glassy. You're right, they have. Their midfield defence. Not Laws, Tolje. Both footy pullers. Brilliant. The place of the final at stake. Look at them all from England. Extraordinary stuff. I don't know who's got it, but it's at the back somewhere. Hines digging for it. Marler has it. Hines kicks on halfway. Couple of chases. It's Reese who goes up, and Reese. Oh, Reese, good take there. But Atolje's over the ball. And it's an advantage to the All Blacks. Penalty. That's a tap. I was going to have a drink. Perenara's away. Runs straight in to Cruz. Tarvel. Wide ball. Geordie Barrett goes early. Leonard Brown. What's he doing out in the wing? Don't know, but he's made a good run out of it and he gets over halfway. Only the box to the hope for the Southern Hemisphere. We can't have an all Northern Hemisphere final. Wales are going to be a tough ask, that's for sure. Here's Sonny Bill. Good tackle, Farrell. It's Holshay. Always a menace of the breakdown. He's another back rower. Barrett wrapped up and Cole is over him. The ball squirts out. Perenara goes back to Geordie Barrett. Geordie Barrett runs into more English defenders. There's too many of them. They're everywhere. Where are the gaps? Sonny Bill off to Savia, who again charges his way through. The passion, the determination of the man. He's in touch. Tackle of his life from Farrell. I need a drink. No wits for the All Blacks at all. 19-7, we've got 6.5 to play. Billy Vunipola is out on his feet. How will they be posed for the final? This forward pack, how will they face against South Africa? That is going to be interesting. Springboks, if they beat Wales, we've got to stop at time. Hang on. Joseph is on, according to Glassy. Andre says, I'm sorry, but All Blacks have wasted a good player a chance by picking Sonny Bill Williams. He's been garbage this year. Fair call. Pretty fair call there. Line out has been immense. Yeah, you're right. That is the key words you have said here, Glassy. The line out has been immense. Absolutely huge. Losing a set piece is disastrous. Tuolangi's been strong. Midfield defence has been outstanding. And the lineouts, just brilliant. Willie Hines has the ball. We've got time back on. Let's get the clock going again. Hines, box kicks again. A couple of chases. Players and bodies all over the place. And Reese, knock on by Ford. And we'll sit down for another scrum, which is exactly what England wants, because this winds down the clock. Phew. Even 5 minutes left, I'm still not sure we have won yet, says Glassy. This is a tough ask. Really, really tough ask here. To score a try, reset the game, go back and score another try when you've only scored one off a, like you say, a gift of a line out, overthrow. Can't see it happening, to be fair. If it was 7-12, yeah, then I'd be, this could still anyone's game. But at 19-7, it is pretty much all over Red Rover. Defence too good. The confidence is back in Glassy. Charging through. The All Blacks, quick ball. Quickly out wide. It's too many English defenders here. Defenders. Taking time to get the ball to Perenara. 3 minutes is the time limit given by UL. Busting through is Leonard Brown with another go. Coles goes quickly. Sonny Bill. Like you say, passenger. Perenara takes his time here. He can't get the ball to Sevu Reece like that because he stands still. You've got to give him the chance. It's a chip over the top. The chase is there. Hines gets it. Hines runs away. And Hines, going over halfway, gets it to Watson. Runs away from Talval, who gets him on the second go. England are doing it easy at the moment here. Talval thinks the ball's out, but it's advantage. Owens gets wiped out by the breakdown. And our advantage with England. It's been all their way at the moment, this game. And it continues on right to the very end. 4 minutes to go. Wise. Curry. Out to Wilson. Watson now. Just a shade from the sideline. Difference right there. England would have taken the All Blacks over the sideline. The All Blacks only made the tackle. That has been a big difference. The line out, the defence in midfield over that advantage line through the middle of the park. Ball comes out, but we are going a long way back. About 3 minutes ago for a... How is that no advantage? They went over 20 metres. But this here is game, set, match. Penalty, surely. I'm going to write it on already. Ford, step up. Bad ref, Grassy. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's been that bad. That was a long advantage, but he's had some very short ones as well for knock-ons. Very, very short. But regardless... Oh, okay, that call at the end. Yeah, that was a shocker. I mean, 10 metres, 15 metres is a good advantage to call. Really, if you go forward off that phase, or off the phases following up, that is advantage, isn't it? So, has time been stopped? What's going on here? Nigel? We are going. My time is a few seconds in front, but time is on. Ford is going to line up. He's 4 out of 4. And Swing Low, Sweet Chariot is singing strong. The Dream of 3 surely looks over. This kick will kill it completely. I can see the articles already being written in New Zealand media right now. Of disaster. Something has flown straight into my eye. Here is Ford. Glassy reckons he's missed. Here is Ford from the right-hand side. Curls it all away. Certainly not. And here come the All Blacks. I've not even updated my scoreboard. It's all over, says Glassy here. 2 minutes. That's the forward pass from Sonny Bill. And we're going, check. He's trying to find his intercom. Not called. How is that not called? Tuipulotu goes forward. It is all over Red Rover 100%. My fan has fallen over. If it was a one-score game, it is all on, but it's not. It's a two-score game, and my clock is accurate. We have a minute to go. Fired back in. It's an intercept. Billy Vunipola all over it. This is it. A guy bet 100k on the All Blacks. Are you serious? You're right, Glassy. It's going to be really fun reading the press this week. Let's be honest about this. The All Blacks were average. This was no Iron Island performance here. But England were outstanding. This is Perth again, because England have just controlled all the territory, all the possession, all the match. And that is what it comes down to. Coles is trying to get a turn. Where was this passion at the breakdown? Right from the start. That's the game. You can't afford to leave it this late. The game plan was off for the All Blacks. They had to really compete at the breakdown earlier. They're outnumbered in defence straight away. Wide to Barrett. Time is pretty much up. A consolation try will be nothing short of just a bit insulting, really. England have dominated. Like we questioned, could they do it for 80? They have done it for 80. Pretty much. No, they have. They've done it for 80. The All Blacks have controlled none of this game at all. Not even that time before and after halftime. Not even time at the end. No time at all. And Sonny Bill's getting smashed. Last time we'll see him. There goes 80 minutes. Look at that. Right on time as well. It is full time. Run it out. What are they doing? They're gone. Their head's gone. Their head is gone. Darkest day, says my new phone. It's not the darkest day. Not at all. Because they've won 2 cups in a row. This is the time to reset. Sonny Bill Williams is rubbish, says Andres. Look at them. They've got no idea. No idea at all. There's no continuity. There's no plan. There's no nothing. Full time it is. There it is. Out it goes, and England will be going to the Rugby World Cup Grand Final. 19 points to 7. It is all over. No backup plan, says Glassy. Decent enough, you're right. All Blacks always average rugby team, says Crypto. You are not wrong there. Big win for England. They have done the job. UL says still love New Zealand. The Box, I think, would prefer to play England in the final, but nothing like a Box New Zealand final though. Who's your favourite now? Semi-final number 2 tomorrow night. Wales versus South Africa. Could we have an all Northern Hemisphere final, or will the Box complete parity in the big dance? That is your scoreline. We are all done and dusted. Full time is the score. Let's update it. Let's get it up. Bang. Full time. All over. All done. New Zealand has played average this year, says Andres. You're right. They've not been at their best. Their best game was South Africa at the start of the World Cup and Ireland in the quarterfinal. They played really well there. Would have they beaten South Africa in the final if there was a rematch? They would have been favourites, surely. But England was something they hadn't met, something they hadn't matched, something that they weren't prepared for. England have certainly come out better. They've got some real world rugby stars. Itoje, brilliant. Already been called man of the match already in the chat. Underhill and Curry. We talked about them at the start. We knew they were going to be massive. And, do not disappoint, they were outstanding. Hansen goes away and we can already sit here and say the team for the bronze final will be contrastly different to this. It'll be pretty much the reserves. No one ever plays seriously in a bronze match playoff game. Who will they be playing, however? Will it be Wales? Will it be South Africa? Who will make grand final and semi-final number 2? That'll be tomorrow night. I'll be here! And I hope you will all join me to see who will face England in the Rugby World Cup grand final. What a game it has been. So many players now depart. Zach won't be here. Why not Zach? Sure, it's a sad day for New Zealand rugby, but it's a big day for world rugby. The All Blacks, still one of the best teams in the world, but we've seen a very, very good game plan from England. Grassy, thanks for coming along. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for stopping by, Zach. As always, thanks for coming by as well, chap. Have a good night, Zach. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's a sad night, all right, for the All Blacks. But this is what the World Cup's all about. This is what it is all about. England doing the job. Wonder All is streaming through the stadium. And it's a good night for England. Could they become Cricket World Cup and Rugby World Cup winners? Not even finalists, winners. We will find out in a week's time. UL will be back for Wales-South Africa match tomorrow. That's good. Hope to see you all there for that as well. The All Blacks, somber looks. But let's be fair. Let's quickly, before I go, look at stats. Because I can tell you one thing is possession and territory. England, all over it. England, England, England. Dominated territory, dominated possession. Pretty much 60-40 for the full match. Thanks for coming by, Zach. As always, love your company at the games as well. We'll be back for plenty more in the future. Maybe, come on, bronze playoff match, Zach. Hopefully you'll be there for that. Thanks for coming by, as always. Kieran Reid's thoughts. Somber. He's got more blood on his face than he does skin. The All Blacks never got into that game. He's 100% right. They were shut out. Didn't get phases. Didn't get possession. Didn't get territory. They carried for almost double the meters. Subscriber series, Zach. It should be a video this week. Should be a video. So stay tuned for that. And anyone else who's keen on tuning in. Somber mood. What do you prefer? Welcome along, dear grubber. I hope you've, if you're just tuned in, what would you prefer? As an English fan or an All Black fan, would you prefer to have lost at the semi-final or lose the final? I don't know what would be worse. To make the final and then lose that close is pretty gutting, but to lose a semi-final as well is just as bad. I don't know what would be worse, to be honest with you. Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested in that. Oh, and Farrell, you can't even hear anything. I think he's a bit stunned, Owen. He's a bit shocked. He does. He's a man of few words, isn't he, Owen Farrell? Doesn't have too much to say there. England did. They started well. They continued well. They lost a little bit of pace at the end of the first half, but they held very well in the second half. They weren't as good. Their opening half an hour, they dominated. The rest of the game, I think the All Blacks fell away. They didn't lift like they normally would at that stage of the match. That is what did them in the end. Great work, though, from England. You've got to give it to them. They were the better team throughout. The All Blacks weren't terrible. England were fantastic. And that is it. Hook, line, and sinker. Take it how you will. That is the World Cup done and dusted. But they will be back. New Zealand did not do good, says Ashley. They weren't good. No, Ashley. But they weren't bad. They were outplayed. Be honest about it. They were outplayed. William would rather lose the final because you're the second best team in the world. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Either would be just as disappointing. Just as disappointing. We are down to 3 teams, though. England in the final. Booked and done. Wales. South Africa. Who will join them out of those two? Fingers going everywhere. What's your pick? Are we here tomorrow night for the stream? Same time? No, it will be an hour later, actually. It's about 10 p.m. New Zealand time for South Africa versus Wales. So I hope to see you all there for that one as well. But we're pretty much done. Take a sigh of breath. That was a hectic game. Hard pace. Full on. Great game of rugby. And England fully deserved winners. I could not argue anymore. They have done the job, outplayed the All Blacks, and a 12-point victory is their side. 19.7 full-time score. Going through the scores quickly before we wrap up. Manu Tuolangi scored the only try. Then it was converted from Farrell and Ford. 4 out of 5 penalties. That was the big difference maker. Daly missed one from halfway. Farrell missed a drop goal. But for the All Blacks, they didn't even have a shot at goal as in a penalty. Savia scored a try off a missed line out by England. Converted by Richie Mo'unga. And as the Golf Pro says, to wrap things up, England deserve to win. Good on them. Can't disagree with that at all. England, a better team here. They've done the job. They've got it done. And they've taken out the defending champions at the semi-finals. There'll be no World Cup final, no three-peat for the All Blacks. And England will be gunning for title number 2. That is me for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you've all enjoyed the chat, the coverage, the updates, and everything from the game tonight. I'll be back again tomorrow for Wales versus South Africa. So I hope to see you all there for that one. Until then, though, thanks for coming by. And, yeah, thanks for all your comments. Thanks for all your chat. Thanks for the super chats in there as well. And everyone's support of the channel and everyone who has subscribed throughout the last couple of hours. I'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, thanks for watching. And New Zealand fans out there, don't be too hard. It's just a game. It's a great game. It's a great game of rugby. And make sure to support the tournament for the rest of it as well. We'll see who will take out the trophy for 2019. Until next time, tomorrow night, I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Thanks for the chat, and I'll see you later.